Hey guys, it's Taco Die, and I've got a crazy match for you today. All the way up until the last few seconds, there is no telling who was going to win. Some of the more popular players in this match that you may know of are Storm's Assassin, Storm's Soundwave, Iron's Trolley Car, and then myself. And then some of the other players don't particularly have clans. They're a little bit more common just on the solo queue scene, doing their own thing. This is a steel Convoy, which in solo queue it's not anywhere near as common, so my hangar's not quite set up for it. I start off with this accelerator Mangler Nelly. I wanted to save, I have a Ravager in my hangar, wanted to save it for later on in the match in case they got it and I needed to run across the map because you don't have spawn points. So in the beginning of the match I just have to be super patient, know that I've got a little bit slower robot. Once I saw that it was in the middle, I just kind of stayed arm's reach from it, you know, kind of kept myself a buffer there from it in the middle and just kind of defended it, okay? And all their medium, you know, all of them stayed on the opposite side. They were kind of overwatching it. So I really have to be picky. I've got a limited amount of range that I can be effective with, so I'm just trying to, I'm just kind of having this little halo effect around the Convoy right now, just kind of defending it at the moment. They've got some super quick bots. That's a great player map. They've got Soundwave over there and the Torm Nelly. This Vickers fella kind of left himself in the open within my range. You know, stripped what I could, and then I love the city with the accelerator Nelly because you can just crawl all around and really just dodge a lot, block a lot. So if I stay in there, I'm not going to have a really big effect. So. And I know if I die, I'm going to spawn back where we are. So I go ahead and make the assault. Let me cripple a couple of them and give my guys some space. So I really like the city with the accelerator Nelly. It really gives you the opportunity to, you can just kind of crawl in the building. You can still move very quickly in the city and have a lot of cover. And that's not something that a jump cap Nelly can do very well. But once you're out in the open, the jump cap Nelly has a huge advantage. See, Soundwave is going directly for my legs every time he sees me. I got behind these guys, I don't know what's going on. I stripped every single one of the weapons off this fella. And then I go to take Soundwave, or Assassin here, but his, you know, his bot's not a whole lot of use, so he goes ahead and kills it so he can get a fresh robot from our spawn and get down there. He knows in order to be effective. This isn't team deathmatch, this is steel Convoy, and he knows what's important, so he went ahead and grabbed himself a fresh bot so he can have a bigger effect on the battlefield there. We went ahead and finished off that fella, finished off Assassin. Both my legs are red. You know, it's the first thing that a good player is going to go for in a Mangler Nelly. And so I'm going back towards the city to make my way back. Again, I can still move super quickly in the city without using my jump, and I have a lot of cover. So I'm making my way back in there. Yeah, see, fresh robots right behind me. See, you can use that cover. Wow, I got a lot of damage done on that fella. That jab did a lot of work, and I did a lot of work. I'm not gonna last much longer here. I'm just gonna use this cover so that way by the time I see them or they see me, they're within range of me to have an effect. I really don't want to get out in the open. Make a jump, you know, and that's it. There was no surprise there. All right, so our fellas already have it down here to our spawn, you know, and we're doing pretty well. But a whole fresh wave, Soundwave's team and Assassin's team's coming at us. You know, we don't exactly have veteran pilots. Got me and Trolley Car, but our two other fellas aren't exactly, you know, top dog pilots. You know, they could easily overstretch themselves, lose their robots, and then the other team would have, you know, would significantly have the advantage. And so this is an awesome part of the match. You know, I thought we had it right here, so I didn't play defensively. I was like, hey man, I better get some points so that way I can get some EC before this match is over. You know, I thought we had it, so I just jump out there to get some EC. I don't care about living or dying. I'm like, sweet man, let's get some EC. Let me kill as many people as possible. You know, so I just jump right. I love jumping over Mangler Nellies. Because just like that, you know, you half their magazine misses you, you know. But I don't care because I thought we were about to evac it. But boom, Soundwave and Assassin knew what they were doing, and they stopped the evac, and boom, I wasted a whole robot. So although I did a little damage, I may have crippled Soundwave and may have done a little bit of damage to Assassin. I wasted that whole robot there, and they've got 2 mediums or 3 mediums right there, and they're gonna take the convoy back from us. So now we're, you know, now we're down. They got better players there, and you know, so now I'm fighting to bring it back. You know, I thought I didn't know if we had it or not. So now once they capture it and they start running away from it, and there's 4 robots out there. You know, we're not gonna be able to touch it. I'm just hoping that my teammates can spawn behind me in time and, you know, be able to help out. I think that's trolley car right there. And so here we go. We're stretching ourselves out, exposing ourselves more fire just to, you know, prevent these guys from taking it too far away from our spawn. Because the farther they get it from our spawn, especially this late in the match, the more they have the advantage. So it's worthwhile to make this sacrifice in order to prevent that thing from moving. Because it takes us longer and longer and longer to get to it, and they're closer and closer and closer to it due to their spawn. And so if they take out a wave of us, grab it, and evac it, especially if they have some brawler bots there in the end, which they're likely saving for, then you know, they've got the advantage. So, you know, I'm already down to half health, you know, with that exposure there, but we've got it and we're moving back with it. I'm not sure what my other 2 teammates there have got going on. We're a little bit ahead, but you know, Soundwave's got something up his sleeve, I'm sure. You know, Assassin's capable over there, you know, and these guys are dropping left and right. You know, I see, you know, they just took out another one. And so here comes a light. Yep, and my hammer just popped right off because of how much damage I'd exposed to myself earlier. And here comes that wave that I was telling you about. You know, not quite fresh, but here comes that wave of robots. You know, I'm already cored, missing a weapon. We're outnumbered. So, you know, there comes Soundwave. He's probably gonna, that's 6 manglers shooting at me at once. You know, weapons pop off, I get cored. Just before I die, I try to take out Soundwave's legs, but you know, in order to cripple him, but I don't manage to. And then trolley car's, he's all messed up. So CZD comes in here, and he's really got an opportunity. If he were a better player, he would have stripped Soundwave of every single one of his weapons, sprinted off, and taken out that light. But he only gets 1 mangler from him, you know, and then heads off and dies. So hopefully when he spawns, he can help out. But now it's 2 vs 1, and it looks like we're gonna, you know, now the opposite. Now we don't know who's gonna win. Now it looks like Soundwave and Assassin are gonna clean up. They've got 3 points left, so that's their last 2 bots, and these are our last 2 bots. You would think that 2 fresh robots, you know, it looks like a Hammer Mao and a Torm Nelly. You would think that they automatically have the advantage. You know, they should be able to clean up, especially with those 2 guys being pretty messed up. But you know, it goes to show how capable some of these guys are. You know, they're smart. They put the light carrying the convoy. It's smaller, harder to hit target, so it's more likely to just get out of here and then leave the Mangronelli to defend against the last 2 guys. So there's Sound. He still got 3. It looks like they just knocked another Mangler off, and I think that jab knocked a Mangler off him. So now he's down to 2. And then the Hammer Mao, trolley car's Hammer Mao, was able to take out a light. And so you're like, great. You know, these 2 mediums obviously have the advantage, right? But you're going to see Soundwave. He does, you know, he shows what's important. When you're behind and you're down, you have a lighter, you know, your cord or whatever, strip your opponent first, and then you can deal with the rest of them. And once his weapons are gone, then you can take all your time to kill him. And the Mangronelli has a huge advantage over the Torm Nelly. Even 2 manglers at close distance do as much damage as 4 Torms. And boom, now he's just straight up stripped 2 of the Torms off this fella. So now he does twice as much damage as the Torms do up close. So he's gonna try to strip the other 2. Now he's already cored this, you know, this is a fresh robot. Soundwave has only had half a robot since the beginning of this. He's already stripped 2 all this fella and cored him, and he's got time to head over there to trolley car, but he's not gonna have enough time. And then I think we evac right in time. But that really goes to show you just how impressive a good player can be and the impact he can have on the game. So there it is. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys learned something, and I'll see you guys out there. Bye.